Follow us on Instagram. Follow me at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
And you are listening to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3. Happy Monday, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Monday.
Sitting with my bro, Mr. Eli.
In the building, a.k.a. the South got something to say.
That's your new saying, the South got something to say.
Because you know I represent the whole entire South.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. We working on that.
Yeah,
For
or Kansas.
There you go again. You disrespecting the soil. Don't disrespect the soil, son.
How is everybody doing? Happy Valentine's Day. Man, we got a special, I have a guest co-host in here tonight as well, Miss Jen Fontel. You guys are familiar with her. Welcome to the Rebirth.
Thank you.
What up, Jen?
Yeah.
Long time no see.
I know it's been forever, right?
How come you don't rock with us? What's
I
up?
do. Why you calling me out
You
like
too
that?
good?
Wow.
I heard you been on Q102. You be over there hanging out with them people over there in the morning show.
Nah, never.
All right, bring it on back then. Act like you know.
Period.
Exactly. I wanted to say that, but I can't. I feel like as a man, I can't say
You
period.
can't say what?
I can't say period.
Why?
But just
'Cause I'm a dude.
say it with your chest.
Yeah, okay.
Period. I'm just saying. I don't know. Certain things men shouldn't be saying.
Okay, all
All
right.
right. Happy Valentine's Day, though.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Likewise.
Shay,
Yes.
tonight is about love.
Tonight is about love. Like, who are you sharing your chocolates with?
Oh, shit.
Remember we did a show like that?
We did do a
Years
show
ago,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. You was being
Was it-
grown.
Grown.
You was being grown
Well, I
at
am
the sharing
grown.
the chocolate show. I'm not allowed to share my chocolates.
I was allowed to share my chocolates back then.
I'm just saying. Stay focused.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tonight we are going to be talking about all things Valentine's. We're excited because we're also going to be celebrating Black love.
Yes.
Black love. Yes. Y'all like our ambiance?
Yes.
Shout out to Tasha Queen for hooking us up tonight.
Yeah, boss lady did do the
She got the
damn
balloons,
thing.
got the candles, I got the chocolates.
Making me feel special. Ain't nobody got
Thank
me
you,
nothing
Tasha.
today. Not even an emoji.
What?
I ain't even get an emoji or nothing today. A little
Did you
heart
get a
emoji.
hug?
Yeah, from like 4-year-olds.
I gave you a hug when you came in.
Okay, and,
Yeah.
and a 32-year-old.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, y'all.
So before we get into our show tonight, let's talk about right here,
Man.
right now. What's going on?
So finally, let me just start out by saying 7 more months to football season. And then my Cowboys will be in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Oh,
you know
my
what?
Lord.
Okay.
So-
Segment over. I didn't know you was going to be talking about Cowboys.
No, I have to find a way to work them in there.
I
But
bet you
however, Super Bowl 56 was last night, and if you paid attention, if you tuned in a little bit, you know that the LA Rams pulled that thing out in a great game.
Yeah.
23-20. I guess I'm low-key happy for Matthew Stafford. Finally, after 10, 12 years in Detroit and doing nothing, he comes to LA and pulls this thing off. So shout out to the Rams. And first of all these damn Cincinnati Bengals jerseys I've been seeing the last few weeks. Where the hell all these Cincinnati Bengal fans come from all of a sudden? I haven't seen a damn Cincinnati Bengal fan in my life till they hit the playoffs.
You know what?
Like over here on the East Coast. You like the Bengals?
Well, people jump on the bandwagon, at the
They rode it hard.
end.
They rode it. His
Yeah.
brother gonna tell me, I've been following them since Icky Woods. I'm like, bro, that was like 88. Anyway, that's it right here, right now segment.
Well,
Super
wait a
Bowl.
minute. How
Yes.
did you like the halftime?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. I didn't know Mary was so thick.
Okay.
Let's just start with
Well,
that.
you know what? So first, what? Okay, I don't
No,
even know
I'm
how to
up the
respond to
legs.
that.
What are you-
Okay,
I'm just
but
keeping
it looked like she was a little thicker than she usually is, and last night it did. I don't know if it was the camera, if it was or what.
That was just pure black woman
But-
right there. I don't know about the camera.
But when people get happy, they start to pick up pounds.
That
So
happy
They look good on her, though.
she's doing
The
good.
happy
She's
weight.
happy. She looks phenomenal.
Thicker than Heinz
She's what,
ketchup.
51? She
Really?
looks good.
I want to be her when I
Absolutely.
grow up. Well, I don't want to be her. I want to look that good. I don't want to be thick around the thighs or none of that stuff. But I just
With your
want to
high
look good.
boots on.
Yeah, I don't, miss me with all that.
Doing the vibe.
You know I can do that Mary dance. I'm surprised she ain't in it last night. I was waiting on it.
Now, speaking of thick, what about 50 Cent when he was hanging upside down? I was like, is he going to be able to get up?
Okay.
Bruh swole.
He was.
He like, you put a pin in him and he'll pop.
They was like, 50
Golly.
Cent is now $1.
That's some change. Yeah, fifth. Hey, that's good living. You got 5 TV shows on Stars, and they all
yeah.
hits.
Yeah, you can't. He's making money. He's
eating
securing
well.
the bag.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you enjoy the show?
I did enjoy the show. Right. I love the music from back then. I enjoyed the show, but I think it was hyped up so much that it didn't live up to what I thought it was going to be, and I was expecting more from Mary J. Blige.
I think
I
that
thought she was going to be like the main,
right.
one, but she did like 2 songs.
2 songs.
Yeah.
I think that you being a former entertainer, you're harder on entertainers. I'm just saying.
You asked me what did I think of the show. I can't have an opinion.
You can't have an opinion. You gave it to me. All right, so
I didn't say it was a bad show. I just
right.
thought it didn't live up to the hype that it was.
I could see that. And why is everybody making a big deal about Eminem kneeling?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Because he wanted to kneel in solidarity with what's Colin
Kaepernick.
Colin, I was crazy.
I said,
Colin
no one-
Powell.
Oh,
He would be kneeling.
Who
and
again?
not
Who was it
getting
again?
up.
Colin Powell.
colonoscopy.
But the NFL, they was against that. They was against him doing that. They was against Snoop wearing a certain sweatsuit or something.
Well, I heard that the NFL. Well, I was watching ESPN this morning, and the NFL released a statement said that they didn't have a problem. They started rehearsal, and they knew he was going to do that, and they didn't have a problem with it. So maybe they're backtracking, so they don't receive any backlash. So who knows what really?
They probably backlash.
I didn't even notice it till after the fact that he actually kneeled. Did you notice it?
I didn't watch it, so.
Backtracking. I totally messed that up. I'm surprised you didn't catch it.
Hold on. Was he drinking? Jeez, please.
I told you I have not slept all night, so I'm like exhausted.
I ain't gonna even ask you what you was up doing.
Working. Anyway,
As you get you get Tosh in the background, you know it's some shenanigans.
moving on. Of course,
on.
this is Black History Month, but we should be sharing some type of Black History moment or fact.
Yes.
Regardless, it doesn't have to be Black History Month to do that.
Yeah.
But Jen, I hear that you have a Black History moment. Can you share that with us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So, did y'all know?
I love the enthusiasm.
Look, did y'all know that Maya Angelou at one point was mute and she didn't speak during her youth?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's news to me. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that.
You knew that?
That's
I
okay
never heard
because
that.
she's the youngin'. So she.
So how did she get her voice back?
It doesn't say that here, but I mean, she got it back somehow. It was the spirit within her. She got it back somehow.
I know what happened.
What happened?
Allow me.
What happened?
She had an IEP that helped her get her life together. An individual education plan, which is what the children get when they can't talk or their speech is a little bit off. You don't believe that, do you?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, you ain't gotta believe me. I'm
Don't
just telling
believe
you.
it.
She did have an IEP. What's
ahead.
wrong with that? Y'all discriminating
Nothing.
against the children
No,
with
did they have
disabilities.
IEPs back then?
Oh my God.
They didn't call it that.
Okay, then that's why I'm saying
But it was
don't
an
believe
IEP.
that.
It was the
That's-
same thing.
Okay.
They called you stop bullshitting and talk.
Don't have you're teaching her something and she gonna repeat it. Talk about
No.
Maya Angelou had an IEP.
Well, I just want to say.
Don't listen to Eli.
All right,
Okay.
erase that right there.
Okay.
All right.
Maya
so
with the IEP.
Thank you for the
Of
Black History
course.
moment that everybody already knew. No, I'm only playing.
I didn't know that.
I'm not the only one.
I learned something new tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Only you and
Okay.
Fatima knew. I think.
Shout out to Julie Moore and happy belated birthday. I hung out with her. We had a
I saw that.
yeah. Well, she came over and chilled. Which mean you saw that?
Why you
didn't
ain't?
take no
I saw.
pictures.
Why didn't I get an invite?
You didn't take no because it was last minute. Anyway.
We'll
What's
talk
up?
about it off air. I recognize shade. It ain't got to be a tree in the room for me to recognize shade.
Okay. All right. Anyway, guys, again, welcome to the Rebirth on Full of Jams 95.3 FM. We do have a Dear Rebirth letter that came in. Yeah.
Talk about
so
it.
I think this is a good, this was a great question. And we have, I know those who are watching over the social medias, you see that we have a beautiful young couple that's sitting here.
Yes.
So we are. I'm gonna have Eli introduce them. Why don't you do that now? Why don't you introduce them? Because this question, I would like for them to chime in.
All right. Philly Jams 95.3 Rebirth crew, the family. I want y'all to. These people are near and dear to my heart. Let me just tell you, the young lady I'm about to introduce, I've known her for a couple of years now. I've been working with her, and she is phenomenal. When I tell you that she keeps me on my toes,
Woo woo!
and she makes
That's
me
what
look
we talking
good
about.
in front of the wine bump.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my people right there.
He has mentioned you. He has. Yeah.
Keep me. She keep me right, man. So I just want to.
Somebody
shout
gotta
her
do
out.
it.
It's a tough job out there. It's a tough job out there. But anyway, tonight, y'all, we have my homegirl and her. Can I say it? Yes, you can. The F word. Her fiance in the house, y'all. Fatima Perkins and Mark Jackson are in the building. Welcome to the Rebirth Show, y'all. Welcome to Philly Jams 95.3. What's good?
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome, y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into y'all story.
Yes.
But I would like for
glowing. Look at
everybody to kind of
And she
she
glowing.
glowing. Y'all should see the ring. The ring is all that.
You did well,
The
bro.
ring
You did
is
well.
all that. Yes.
Let me hold some. I know you got it. Only about 2-3 grand. Let me hold some, baby.
So the rebirth letter was a writer wrote in, and she wanted to know. The question was, let me see if I get this right because I didn't bring my shade notes with me. But the question was, how the shade? That's what
That's what we call it.
yeah, that's what y'all call it by shade notes. How does your vaccination status affect your relationship, if at all? Which I thought it was a very good question. And I'm proposing that question not to only the people in here, but also the people that are listening over air on social media. I'm going to give out the number. The number is 267-908-3166. Again, 267-908-3166. We want to hear from you. I thought this was an awesome question, and I just want to get everybody's feedback. So think about couples that maybe one partner is vaccinated and the other partner is not. All right, I see y'all got something to say.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, let's see if we can get this question answered. So, how does your vaccination status?
You starting with me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, and you don't have to talk about it personally, but how would you think that would affect?
You know what? I think if we were on opposite ends of that spectrum, I think it would be a little odd because if we're both trying to stay safe, and one of us felt the need to get vaccinated and another one didn't, I think it just throws everything off. Because now, if you believe that the vaccination will keep you alive, and one person does not share that sentiment, I think it makes it a little more difficult if we're in the house. Because now, what are you doing? Where are you going? Where's your mask? It's like this constant pressure to keep the family safe if you're out there and interacting with people all day. Fortunately for me, we all got the needle, and so there's no real pressure as far as within the house, but I did get sick.
Okay.
And I felt that pressure. I felt the pressure being in my basement for 12 days alone. Like so I don't ever want that again. So I feel like for me and my family, I feel like it's necessary. I feel like what would have happened if I was not vaccinated? Because I was going through it down there, and I was lonely, and it was cold down there.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. You taking me back? You know I got PTSD about the COVID, about the vid.
The vid. So, what do you guys think? How do you feel about this subject? This matter.
Your vaccination status?
Mm-hmm.
I'm vaccinated.
Okay.
I'm not vaccinated.
Okay. So this is a perfect question for you guys. So, what is the conversation about this in your household?
Well, honestly, I really feel like this was something that we both actually kind of agreed on. We really wasn't going to get vaccinated, but can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Better.
So I think when it all came down to is her employment, I was actually willing to get it. You know what I mean? Just to make sure she felt comfortable enough to actually get it herself. You know what I mean? So she can stay employed.
Black love.
Right.
That's right. Support.
But she told me, nah, I don't want you to get it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, my health situation. So
Wow.
she got it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to stay safe, that's all.
Aw.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
I can't wait to get into y'all story.
Yes.
Got you saying all already.
I am for it. Yes, I love me some black love. So don't get me up on here because I done gave y'all a whole therapy session.
Okay.
This is what y'all need to do. Okay?
Don't think she like she gonna bill you at the end though.
I'm not gonna bill you. I'm not gonna bill you. Anyway.
Perk, so what about you? What are your thoughts about, you know, the whole vaccine thing? I kind of know.
Yeah.
Cause you beat me down upside the head with it, but share it with the people.
Yeah, stop acting like you know her like that.
What, 35 hours a week? I think I know her a little bit.
32.
32. That's by choice. Try to give you the 40. You didn't want it.
I did the math. I was like, yeah, no. I mean, I feel like I have a question though. So you not being being vaccinated, you think if you would have had COVID, your symptoms would have been worse?
If I wasn't vaccinated, I think it could have been. I mean, I don't want to know because I know how I felt. So if not being with being vaccinated. So if not being vaccinated meant I would have felt worse than I did, then I would get vaccinated again. That's just my opinion. I mean, you know, that's me.
Everybody have their own opinion. Me,
Right.
I'm vaccinated, and it really was my job that made me get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Ed asked me how I felt after I got vaccinated. I said I feel like a sellout. Like I was not with getting vaccinated. I had COVID before I got vaccinated. And my symptoms weren't that bad.
Okay.
And I feel like me getting vaccinated wasn't a point.
Talking to your mic, it's kind of fading out. Yeah, we want to hear you. There you go.
Me getting vaccinated really wasn't important to me because I already had COVID. I feel like I had the antibodies. And if I got COVID, I can get COVID again if I were to get vaccinated. So what was the point? And the vaccination, it had side effects like everything else.
Yeah.
And it was so new. It was a lot that you really didn't know about it. We don't know what the vaccination can do to our body long term. So when it came down to this decision, I loved him to death. And I mean, I still do, but no.
So now let's think about how the world has been changing because that's the big question. Now we know Philly, you can't go nowhere in Philly unless you have a vaccination, right?
Yeah.
So it's coming down to where certain places you're not going to be able to go unless you're vaccinated. They already got one whole state, right, which is Pennsylvania around us. So how does that affect you when there's still one person? And this is not personally for you guys. This is the question that I want to try to answer for the rebirther that wrote in. You know, how do you adjust to that? Like if one person is vaccinated, but you want to go to a concert, you can't go to this concert because your mate is not vaccinated
Right.
and is not willing to move. Because I think in this situation, the mate is not even willing to move, period. Like they don't want to get vaccinated and she's vaccinated. So, and she, you know, if she wants to go places and do things and try to continue on with life, that blocks that situation. Right. So, that's, you know.
That's a good question.
I feel like it's
is.
too important though.
I don't think it's that
Yeah, it's
difficult.
not. Like we.
So how would
we've
you
been
handle
out
that,
all
then?
weekend. We've been out all.
But it obviously in places that is open for testing or they
I don't even
they
think
require.
We looked at that
We
like
ain't paid
when
no-
we went to any restaurant. No one asked for. A
And were you in
vaccine
Philly
card.
or in MPA?
We were in Baltimore.
No, we-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
Maryland
that's
is
different.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in
They wide open in
Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yeah. The number is 267-908-3166. Again, 267-908-3166. Please give us a call. Hit us up.
And
We
I
wanna
went
know
to a
your
Sixers
opinion.
game a couple of weeks ago, and I had to have my vaccination card to get in. Ticket be damned.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that card to produce, you weren't getting in,
Oh, wow.
which made the line longer and slower.
Right.
sure.
But, you know, it was what it was.
But I also think that conversation brings up something else too, like values, right? Like how to navigate like that piece, right? When you're vaccinating, your partner is not, like navigating that conversation because it brings up deeper values like
Right.
commitment and, you know, other things to the surface that we might not have, like conversations we might not have every day, if that makes sense.
Right.
But isn't it similar to like a couple, one person like really being into church and wanting to go, and the other person isn't.
No,
It's not. Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's not because there's nobody restricting you insofar as church.
Right? And even think about it this way too. Like now vaccination status is impacting people's employment, right?
Right.
So it's becoming much deeper than, whether or not you want to be vaccinated or not. Now, like, think about, like, if you're a couple living together, right? And someone decides not to get vaccinated, for whatever reason or whatever, and they lose their employment because of that. Half the income's gone. Then
Right.
what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
In the sense of, you said like going out and dating and all that. I mean, what happened to compromise? You know what I mean? If we can't go to Philly, let's just go to Florida, Atlanta.
Right.
That also, yep.
Simple as that with us. You know what I mean?
Gotta call.
So, we have a caller.
Yes.
Welcome to the Rebirth.
Yes, hi. I am Queen Missy from the Fluent Radio. I was listening in.
Hi.
Hey, welcome, sis.
Welcome, Philly to Illinois.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Well-
Thank you for tuning in.
We out chill.
I guess with our show, I guess I have a lot of comments and discussion. This is a great topic, and I just wanted to let you guys know you guys are doing great. And also, when the beginning of COVID started, I actually had the radio show, and that's all I did, comment and talk about. Okay. For the most part of it, I was one of the ones that had worked in emergency room, okay, and then I had caught COVID. My doctor actually had called me and told me I couldn't give it or get it because of the antibody levels of the blood, but a lot of people didn't know about antibodies.
Right.
Okay. So, I want to just say this here. Our body has its own mechanism system that works by itself to, after like the flu or any other cold, it will develop its own antibodies, and some of them will not. And then I caught it again, but it wasn't nothing where I had like 3 days of like flu symptoms, and then I was okay. So then it was something about the blood, what type of blood you have. And then I was asked about the plasma to give that to save other people's lives when it first began to come out. So when it comes down to getting or putting anything into our bodies that we're not sure about, I think it's to each his own. I think some people's bodies develop antibodies and some people's bodies do not. I think it should be a free will on its own choice, And you all talking about the mandate in the United Kingdom, they have shut that down. I think that if we come together as the people, even though you said couples, one isn't and one isn't, and actually in my life, that's what it has been. One person have and one person is not. Some family members have decided, and guess what? I said to each his own. I lost friendship over that they thought that I should. And my doctor had also advised me at that point, you have antibodies. Why? He was a scientist, doctor. He says, why would you put antibodies on top of antibodies? So you have to really know medical to really know what's what. And I heard the gentleman say about the side effects. Or was it the myth? The side effects was, even if you caught it, you still had side effects. So, it's still up for error, but I still think it's a control factor. And I think that we just go with the flow because one have a card and the other one doesn't. And then if we're showing our cards, okay, we can get in. There was a lot of people that still got vaccinated that actually still got the COVID, and they're misrepresenting on the news about it's the non-vaccinated. So it's kind of like up in the air. And someone asked me on the radio yesterday when we were on, was I vaccinated? I told them it's like an exam from the doctor. It is my prerogative. It's personal. I don't want to tell nobody. And I think that should be, it should be that way because I don't want to be judged because of what I do or what I don't, or even clicking into that, because we are being controlled more and more when we are going to the places and our partners or whatever cannot, because you're going to lose money and you will lift up, and this virus is probably going to go away because our body's going to be immune to it after a while. But you guys have a rest of a great one. That was my thought.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yes.
All right,
appreciate you guys too.
Thank you for calling.
That was good information.
Hopefully, hopefully kind of, I think everybody have, different opinion based upon what's going on. But I hope that we may have answered the question a little bit for the person that wrote in. So in the meantime, we're gonna move on.
Yes,
and we
let's get
want
into
to
this
get
black
to
love
know.
thing.
Yeah,
It's time.
Fatima and Mark, Mark and Fatima.
So can I start with the first question?
Absolutely,
All
you
right.
got it.
Again, I got much love for these two right here, man. When I tell you that, of course, I don't think Fatima know how highly I speak of her all the time, but I've gotten it. She be front. She know people be telling her.
Put it in a check.
But anyway, but I've gotten to know.
Put it in a check.
Right?
We ain't just put it in there a little bit.
I say that myself.
Come on now, I fight for you. I fight for you. Anyway, I've gotten to know Mark a little bit here more lately. And Mark, when I tell you like that, a great parent, not only a good couple, but great parents involved. Their child is a part of our program. And Mark, I have the honor of him being on my health services advisory committee that I chair.
Nice.
Came in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I see you from. Okay, right.
He's one asking the hard questions, trying to put me on blast. But that's all right.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But anyway, a phenomenal couple, man. So I wanted to start out with, listen, how did you guys meet? Tell their story. I know there's two different stories. One of them has one version, and the other person has another version. What's your version, Mark?
I'm first, huh? Okay. So the story goes, man. We met outside. We was young, so we met outside. But
he was like,
What happened?
I mean, we was outside. You know what I mean? We was outside, man. I used to be on in the streets,
block.
man.
Okay, you was on the block.
he reformed though.
Okay.
So that's actually where I first seen her at though. So from that point, when I proposed to her, I actually told her a different little story, but
We want to hear that story. No, I'm only playing.
It was something about that moment. You know what I mean? It was a connection that I felt like we had, and I that right there at that moment, I don't think it was ready, but further along down the line, we made the
All right.
connection.
Suck it now. So here's my question too. If you met Fatima while you were on the block, that means Fatima was on the block too. Cause one can't happen without the other.
Oh my God.
So Fatima.
Look at it.
I mean 1 + 1 does really equal 2. Miss Fatima, what's your version of this love story? Do you have a different version?
I do.
Yes.
I know women always got a different version.
Period.
Go ahead.
I met Mark at the Loop.
Trolley Square.
The Trolley Square Loop.
Okay.
What? Did I hang on the block? I did.
You was out there
again on the block.
Okay.
Later on.
So who stepped to who?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
So did y'all have mutual friends?
Yeah.
Okay, they just kind of like, okay.
I don't step.
She said, I don't step. I
do a
get
little
stepped too. Period.
I do a little flirting. Like.
So, yeah. And Jen, throw your answers in there too. But I'm gonna take the answers. I'm gonna take the questions from the card here.
Okay. Oh, this should
Since
be fun.
you guys are getting a lifetime of things, a lifetime of commitment, and all of that.
Yes.
What is Fatima's best quality that you're aware of?
Ooh.
I would say it would have to be, her willpower, her
he looked you up and down too.
She got a strong will, man, and she's very strong. So verbally, you know what I mean. She knows exactly what she want. You know what I mean. That I think that would be the quality, and she got no problem with telling you this, telling you that, how it is, straight up. So
strong black woman.
Was that something? Was that something that you was looking for in a woman?
I didn't know at the time, no.
At the time, but it was something that was needed.
Over time, of course,
Yeah.
I think every man need that. In my opinion, I think so.
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
Keep you in line a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit.
Okay.
But Mark's still the boss of the house. But I mean, everything
Stop
he's saying.
speaking for Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fatima, same question. What was, the quality that stood out for you?
But yeah, I am the leader though.
He's like, I'm just gonna make sure
I just had to make sure,
Be clear.
Yeah.
Look how she looking at him.
And I love that. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's his drive.
Okay.
Very driven man.
Mm-hmm. That's important for a woman. I'm about to get y'all a room. Y'all want to go to the room? My goodness, I feel like I'm interrupting something here.
They got me over here a little warm. I don't know if it's them or the
Did you see how she just looked at him? And he looked back. I'm like, well, let me call my babe. Okay, I done forgot what you
baby
said.
number
You
two
said it's
on the
his
way,
drive.
All right, we ain't gonna go there.
It's his drive.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So and ladies, so for females, that is important.
Yeah.
I know for me that's important. That you're with someone that has a drive. What's wrong, Tasha?
A migraine. She got a little migraine.
You want somebody that is driven.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a person that's driven.
Right.
So is that a quality that you is that a non-negotiable for you? Is that a quality that you look for in a person? And sometimes that's a quality that actually just doesn't appear right away.
Right.
Might appear later.
Right.
So what is your thoughts?
I think that's something I'm open to someone having that quality and building that quality over time. Because, like, to your point, sometimes people don't all necessarily have that same drive, right? And so it actually made me think of, like, you guys talked about, at the beginning of your relationship. How did you guys build your relationship to the point where you guys are at now?
Hard work.
Yeah.
Our relationship was a lot of work.
What made you stay true to the process, though? What made you stay loyal to working it out?
Yeah.
Our daughter.
Your daughter, okay.
But okay, so listen, can I ask a question? Because I know you guys are short on time, and I know we're gonna take a break in a second. So in today, it's 2022, and you guys are a young couple. How do you guys navigate this whole social media? Like, okay, I'm done with her, I'm moving on to the next. How do you navigate? Because I feel like you two have like old souls, and maybe that's why I dig y'all so much too. How do you guys navigate this current state of dating out here,
Right.
and keep your family together?
I'm not too big on social media, so it's not like it don't faze me at all.
Okay.
Like,
That's good.
Right.
I ain't too big on social media. She's more social media than I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely check the DMs, but I ain't.
For sure.
As long as you're not sliding into me.
I'm talking about I check her DMs. Yeah, for sure.
I knew what you were saying.
I knew what he meant
you
too.
were saying.
I'm just saying, I just need a copy of this. He goes through my phone.
Right, he did say that, didn't he? He said it without saying it. Okay. So speaking of
And
that,
I said it with confidence too.
absolutely. So that's a good question. Do you think that the access of each other's phone and all of that, should your partner have access to that if he or she wants to look through it?
Yes.
Do because it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
Okay.
But we grown to that point where it became nothing. It wasn't always like
Right.
that.
Right.
We
Right.
grown
I
to
think
that
that was
point.
your question. Right
Yeah.
there.
So, more specifically, what kind of choices or habits did you guys do differently to cultivate this kind of relationship you have now?
Good question.
Individual growth.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
he was in therapy.
Come on.
I'm in therapy. He worked on himself.
See?
I worked on myself.
That's
And
what we talk
together,
about.
We became this unit.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then, individually, what
Yep.
choices did you make differently, and what choices did you make differently? Let's say the
She's
top
like,
one,
"Blurr."
the top one, the most impactful habit or choice that you made that like positively impacted your relationship.
Allowing him to lead.
Wow.
Wow.
That was powerful.
And you know what? And they're, like I said, they're a fairly young couple. But I know some older women who don't have the wherewithal to allow the man to be the man in the household. Am I lying?
Absolutely.
Like,
No.
go ahead. Because
yeah.
women who've been single for a long time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they've been holding it down. Now here comes
Yep.
this guy. It's hard to relinquish that. Yeah.
That was
But
a
go
big
ahead.
one.
Ain't nobody talking about you, sir.
That was a big one.
Okay.
That was a big one in the relationship. But you know, I feel like you know, a lot of men like nowadays it's a hit to their manhood. You know what I mean? That they you know, because my woman, she's strong. You know what I'm saying? To have that strong, you know, voice in the household, it's a hit to their manhood. But I had to grow up and, you know, kind of develop. And through therapy, you know, all that shit came out through therapy. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
You're fine.
You goddamn right. Fuck that. See, I'm sorry. I just want to encourage him to speak.
But yeah, you know, all that shit came out through therapy. And, you know, it you got to understand, you know, who you are as a man. So, you know, a lot of men, I would recommend, go ahead, you know, talk to somebody, man.
Yes.
So you can
Especially
really
black
allow-
men.
Can we give it
I
up
agree.
for him,
Yes.
though?
Yes.
Seriously?
The applause
Because-
over there.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just something that's just so important.
That is dope, and I'm
So-
glad to hear from somebody that other than just me, because what he's saying is what I always say. So it's good to know. I definitely respect that. So I know you guys got to pick up my girl. So any advice you would give to a young couple who's starting out, or some old people, so they might could learn something too.
I would say two things. You know, one, have sex, a lot of sex.
I concur.
But two, you know, recognize each other's growth. So like during the whole process, you know, we both grew. You know what I mean? And on different levels, financially, personally, all that. But understanding and recognize somebody's growth is really the beauty with, you know, coming, you know, to congruent with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would just say recognize the growth, and
Okay.
and be there through the growth too. So support the growth. You know what I mean? So that's just
Awesome.
that's just my opinion.
Thank you.
Hurt?
Thank you. Absolutely. Oh,
It's all right.
I would say there's two sides to every story. So your perspective may not always be the right one. How you look at something, he might view it a little different, or something you said might have been just normal to you, but way disrespectful to them. So listen. I know a lot of things for me. I didn't in the beginning, especially. I listened to argue back. I didn't listen to understand. I didn't
That's
listen.
That's good.
To do better. I listened to have a rebuttal. And now I listen, take a second, and try to view myself how he's seen it.
Absolutely. Put yourself in his shoes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that
Well, I
would
think
be my
it's
advice.
great advice from both of you. Thank you.
Awesome advice.
Yes.
Man, I hate you guys have to go. But listen, y'all.
I mean, it's like 20 more minutes.
Okay, that's up to y'all.
Well, listen, let's go to a quick break here, and we're gonna be right back here on Philly Jams 95.3 with the Rebirth Show.
Follow us on Instagram. You better follow me at Philly Jams 95.3 FM.
Careful.
I'm like, why are we going to a
Because we all knew and you didn't. That's why.
next time we speak, I hope that I can make you mine. For another man steals your heart, and once your beauty is mine, I swear we will never be apart. Walks by me every day. Her love are the same. The woman that stole my heart, and beauty's her name. I'm hoping I can make you mine. Yes, another man steals your heart, and once this beauty is mine, I swear we will never be apart. Oh, say, I didn't take much time to think about it, but I didn't want to move too fast. 'Cause I knew that when I saw you again, that I wouldn't want to let you pass. 'Cause my eyes have seen the glory and the coming of your smile. So I swear if you ever come round again, please stay for a while. Walks by me every day. Ooh, baby, baby. Her love are the same. Her love are the same. The woman that stole my heart, and beauty's her name. I'm hoping I can make you mine. For another man steals your heart, and once that's beauty in my eyes, I swear in my eyes, you are so beautiful. When I'm down, I never think again. Tired of your love, ooh, tired of your love. 'Cause you are wonderful. You're wonderful, and I'm dying to make you see anything you are really inside your heart. You can find right here inside of me. Walks by me every day.
Keeping the party going all night long.
This is a summer party station.
It's Philly Jams.
Happy Valentine's Day. Blah, 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 blah.
Get yourself together.
Yeah, I just got surprised, man. I just got a big surprise. Yes.
That's all you got?
I
That's
got
all
a
you gonna say?
delivery. My man came up to the station and surprised me today. I'm so excited.
It's now a good time to say
Thank you,
period.
Shannon.
Period.
Welcome back to the Rebirth. You are listening to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3 FM, and we are talking about who you sharing your chocolates with.
What? Oh, literally.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Well, you know what? So
Go ahead. This is about you right now.
I don't know. No.
This is dope.
Yeah, it is dope.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all can't see it. See my little kid? Thank y'all.
Black people always want to make something little. Why you got to minimize?
Oh, no, it's not
See
little.
my
Well, you
little
know
gift?
it's not little. It's big. It's big.
By a
so
woman, a man,
listen.
she said, look at this little house. Look, you see our little house.
Okay. So one of the things about Valentine's Day, I would hear on the radio, like, and they still do this. And I think it could be so offensive to people that have been cheated on and stuff like that in the past. So they'll say the 14th is for the main chick.
Oh, wow.
And what's the 13th or the 15th?
It's for the side chick.
It's for the side chick.
Why they be worried about what they
Yeah.
got going on with this? That's their
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. But this is all things Valentine's Day,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
This
Absolutely.
is what's happening. This is going on right now. Somebody
It's
just
been going on.
It's right. But I'm saying right in this second, somebody's opening a gift right now. And the side chick got the same gift.
Yikes.
It's true. It's true. But we don't talk about it, right? So why do you think all of that starts to happen only on Valentine's? What is it about Valentine's Day that, a person feels they need to have, the special thing for the side piece and the main chick.
I think, and I'm not speaking from experience, of course. I think that
Boy.
the pimp back in the day. Anyway, I think that because Valentine's Day is such a female made up holiday, of course, but it's such a feminine day. Okay. And whether it's your main woman or your side woman or whatever, they still want to feel special. You know what I mean? This day is really for women. Let's keep it funky. Like, I don't require anything for this day. You know what I mean? If you're not already giving it to me anyway, then hell, I don't want it just today. So this day is definitely designed for women. Okay. And so if you're emotionally connected to some other woman outside of your relationship, then of course, and if she's emotionally connected to you, she's gonna want to feel special too. That's just my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I've never been a side chick, but I'm just saying, I feel like that's probably how it would be.
I've been a lot of things, but I haven't been that.
I've been a lot of things, but there's two things I ain't never been. And a side chick is both of them.
Do you feel that you need something on this day? Is it like, would you?
I think when I was younger, more so, yeah, definitely, because the idea of Valentine's Day and just getting things, right? And I think all of that too was under the thinking that that someone would show me love on that day. Like just having the idea, the thought of it, right?
Right.
More so than, like, to your point, like someone being able to show that consistently throughout the year, not just on one day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Okay. I agree with that. Yeah. It shouldn't just be one day. It should be all of those days.
Yeah.
So that's
special. Let's ask the young couple over here. How significant? Shout out to Shay Taylor. And I'll have my glasses on. Joyce Irvin. There's a lot of people I would, but I'll be over here like this. So
Safancy Star. She's here every Monday. Thank you for supporting us. Missy Black, Julie Morton,
Ebony Murray,
Keisha
Joyce
Dickerson,
Irvin, Arkansas in the
Ebony
building.
Madry. Is it Madry?
Yes.
Hi, Ebony. Thank you for tuning in. All right.
So what's the significance of this day to you as a woman, Fatima? And then, Mark, you tell me the male version of it, because I don't give a shit about it, but I have to do something. But go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. We've been together for a while. It was a year that we didn't celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't remember. Was I upset?
He said, yeah, you was upset.
You trying to front?
I mean, I don't remember. This year was just like the best.
Well, you made up for it now. You see the ring?
Yes.
One thing about that, Mark, you got to go higher every year. Trust me. It don't get easier.
All right, I'm gonna get off Valentine's Day. What do you think is gonna keep keep couples together? What is that thing that keeps the couple together, moving forward, going strong? What is that one thing that you feel is important?
Just getting started. I don't know. Communication.
Yes, communication. Because I was going to give you my card. Communication, absolutely, absolutely has to be one of them. What do you think?
I think definitely a willingness to try, and I heard both of you guys say that. Like, just be willing to acknowledge your own doings, right, and then be able to work on that and do differently, right? I think a lot of the times we may experience relationships, not even just intimate ones, friendships, where we're able to identify the things that we're doing wrong, but not really much invested in doing anything differently. You know what I mean? So I think you guys hit the nail right on the head, just being able to do different than what you have been.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, Jen Fontaine.
Right.
Jen Fontaine. What you got, Shay?
About what?
Are you not here with us? About what?
I'm still surprised.
You cloudy with a chance of meatballs over there.
I'm a little bit cloudy. Yeah. So, no. Do you have anyone that you looked up to that modeled black love for you? Okay. Rather it was modeled or in a negative or positive way? Because sometimes you see things in a negative way and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you still learn a lesson from it. Okay.
I can make it different because, in my household, you know what I mean? My mom was single. You know what I'm saying? So I never really got the chance to see, what a solid foundation really look like. So,
Gotcha.
you know, going into this, like I said before, we struggled in the beginning because we ain't really, well, me anyway, I struggled with it because I ain't really understand how the whole dynamic really worked. You know, I'm still living off of, you know, my circle that I was in, my little bubble I was in. You know what I mean? But my box that I was in. You know, but back to what you were saying though, like I said, like, you know, you really gotta recognize it. Everybody, your partner's growth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, we've been growing, and you know, just pray that we continue to keep growing.
Amen.
Yeah, definitely.
So I had my aunt Jemay, she passed away. My aunt Hazel, I grew up going to her house every weekend, and my Uncle Skinner, and their foundation for the grandkids. Like, anybody who knows us, that's not our family, they didn't know that I was not her grandchild. So me growing up in that household, seeing that foundation, seeing how that family looked, Christmas was beautiful. Thanksgiving was beautiful. Like, all of the family there, it was just beautiful. Like, she had 5 kids.
Okay.
My grandma had 2.
Okay.
Like, Mark, I want 5 kids. He's like, no. I mean, we got one now. I'm like, no, we might be one and done. But seeing that foundation was beautiful. I had a friend. We're no longer friends now, but her mom and her husband. When I walked in her house, and I try to model this at home, it was like beautiful. When I walked in her house, she cooked dinner, but the dishes was done, the kitchen was clean, and everything was in Tupperware.
She must be from down south.
I don't think so.
She might be from South Jersey.
When I like everything was
Nobody from Penns Grove doing all that.
I'm not from Penns Grove.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was. I always went places and paid attention and tried to make sure I modeled that when I got in the door, because I didn't see that at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's be clear, you cannot go wrong if you mimic your life after women named Hazel, Roberta,
Or
Bertha.
Patricia.
Yeah, like them old school names. Them women, Mamies. These women, they've been married for 30, 40 years. They know how to keep a house and a man. So
Oh my God.
you watch them Hazels and Berthas and Robertas, they going to teach you something. Well, as my granddad would say, they going to learn you something.
I have a question. I know we're winding down on time, but in our generation, right, typically vulnerability in relationships is viewed as a negative thing, right? And so how did you guys get to a space where you were able to be vulnerable with each other, you know, to cultivate the relationship you have now, especially in a day and age where it's kind of frowned upon, where men are supposed to be hard all the time and not let their women see them be quote unquote, you know, vulnerable.
Yeah.
All that.
And then some.
I, honestly, man, you know, cause that was really, you know, what it was in the beginning of our relationship. I didn't show none of that. I ain't cry, none of that. But, you know, I think, you know, getting together and going through therapy really kind of actually helped us, you know, go through and unbag what we really needed to unbag. So I would say, you know, therapy really is what it was for me.
Okay.
That's my answer too. It was times where I felt like he wasn't comfortable enough to talk to me, and I say, "Baby, you want to make a therapy session real quick? See if you can get an emergency therapy session." Because I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
That's what's up, y'all.
That
Y'all
is what's
promoting
Wow.
Black love. You promoting mental health, get
Healthy
therapy.
relationships. They're
Get y'all
promoting
some
healthy
therapy. I keep
relationships.
telling
I have
y'all
hope for our
Yeah.
generation.
every
Yes.
week. Shout out to Joyce Irvin. Shout out to Ebony Madry. Emery Marshall. Shout out to you, Keisha Dickerson, and Keisha Coretta. Oh, did I say that right?
I don't know. I know Keisha Dickerson.
Oh, okay. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, all right. So, what is the one thing that you guys are looking forward to in your growth? Like, you know, I know you just got
Looking forward to the wealth.
the wealth.
I
Okay,
heard that.
Speak on it.
nice.
He took me
Nice.
to the Four Seasons this weekend.
Okay, 4 seasons.
Right? And I said to him, I know you didn't introduce me to this lifetime for it to be a one-time.
You're right. Sustain it.
Lord.
We gonna have y'all back this time next year.
Yes.
That's what's up. That's
I always
good.
say it. I always say it.
That's good.
Inside joke.
You got any dates coming up? You?
Yeah, Yeah, with myself.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just getting to know myself on a deeper level. You know, this is a different year. I'm turning 30 this year, so
Whoop.
All
yeah,
right.
I'm trying to
so we-
learn and elevate and grow. So
I'm sorry I failed you.
why?
We'll talk.
Stay
Sorry.
on.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
just said hello.
why ain't no way? Nobody told me nothing.
I just said
I'm the
hello.
catalyst for this.
Oh, my God.
Okay, all right. Then let the turn
No.
30 and let the milk dry behind the
Whatever.
ears
No.
and be grown. You look, you won't be doing this no more because won't be no more gnats behind your ear from that dried up milk. You officially grown when you ain't doing this all the time. You go,
Okay.
girl. When your birthday?
August 23rd.
Ooh, August 17th.
August 21st.
What are y'all? What's y'all sign?
Leo's.
I'm a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in September. So.
All right then. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Where we at? What time?
We wrapping up.
Oh, we wrapping up. Okay.
Flies by.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Well,
Thank you guys for coming in. Yeah, thank you for sharing your story with us. And we wish you the
Absolutely.
best on your journey. And keep us updated, posted, and all of that. We rooting for you, rooting for that
definitely.
black love.
I'm excited for
Absolutely.
them. I'm
Yeah.
excited for them. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely reading. He has spoken highly of both of you, so you know, that's good. 'Cause,
And I
you
don't
know,
talk good about a
He
lot of
will
folks.
talk about you. He will talk about you.
Them my
So.
folk though. I ain't no, ain't no friend on that one right there.
What up, Reladelic? Keisha Dickerson says self-love prepares you for the perfect love. This was amazing. Thank you, Keisha.
Wow.
We'll
Very
see you
nice.
back here next Monday, Keisha, 7
Yes.
p.m. Now, don't just be tuning in because your family is here and your friends. Make sure you come back and
That's
see us
right.
next
That's your people.
Monday at 7 p.m.
My cousin who owns the daycare.
Is that your cousin who didn't use my song for a birthday party?
You know what? It's always
Oh,
about
Keisha.
you.
Yeah, it sort of floats back to that. People seek me out for my advice and then they don't use my recommendation. I feel away about that. Leave me alone then.
Leave Keisha alone.
Let me be great.
Jen, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I'm gonna be on here more often.
Yeah.
You know, just give me some time.
She said that in October of 20.
No.
She'll be
21.
back in about 3 months, y'all.
Every quarter around here.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be here next Monday at 7 p.m. Our guest next Monday is Mike McCline is going to be joining us here on the Rebirth. So we're excited to have him in the building. Make sure you tune in every Monday at 7 p.m. Share it. Call a family member. Get the word out, y'all. We here trying to change lives and
That's right.
have good conversation, real talk with real people about real topics.
Amen. As I used to say, tell a friend, tell a frog, tell a dog, tell a hog. Let them all tune in. We want your pets too.
You guys have a great, happy Valentine's Day. I'll talk to you next Monday. God bless. Good night.
Peace.